Road rage and concealed carry do not mix. There was an incident that happened last Thursday, a week ago today, in a small town in Florida that I'm familiar with. I have some distant relatives who live in this town, Beverly Hills, Florida. It's a very small town. It's largely made up of retirees, snowbirds, people that live in Florida part of the year and up north the rest of the year. And in case you're not familiar with this story, what happened was there was some kind of a minor traffic incident where someone cut someone off in traffic, or someone felt slighted by someone else in some way, and these two drivers began dueling with each other on the road, throwing fingers back and forth and cutting each other off. And one of the drivers drove to his house, which is the last thing you should do in a situation like this. Both of these people had their families in their cars with them, which makes this even more tragic and senseless. And the wives of both of the people were saying, just knock it off. Just, the wife of the guy that was being followed was saying, don't go to our house. Don't take them to our house. And both of the drivers were on 911 for most of this road rage incident. And the only way to say it, they were both absolutely wrong. They were both completely wrong. And what ended up happening is I think the more aggressive of the two followed the first person home, telling 911, I'm going to beat his ass. I'm following him to his house. 911 was telling him, do not follow this person. Just, go home and forget about it. He followed the person to his house. The person who was being followed was on the 911 call saying, I have my guns out. I'm going to shoot this guy. Both completely in the wrong. To finish the story, the guy who was following the other guy pulled into his driveway, jumped out of the car, and allegedly ran toward him, which fits the scenario of I'm going to kick your ass. The other guy was just overly anxious to shoot somebody, shot him 5 times and killed him in front of his family and in front of the shooter's family. They were both in the cars. It's just a completely senseless thing that did not have to happen. If you are a concealed carrier, or if you carry a weapon for your job, if you carry a gun in any capacity, you cannot afford to get involved in a road rage incident. Even if you are justified in shooting, which I don't believe this guy was, even if you are justified in shooting, it's just something if you can avoid, do it. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Someone cuts you off in traffic, big deal. Someone sits in front of you through a red light, big deal. You're inconvenienced for a minute. You both go home and live to road rage another day. It's just absolutely senseless, and people who conceal carry need to stop themselves before this escalates. If you feel, and everybody does it, it's human nature, if somebody does something egregious to you on the road, you're going to naturally begin to get a little angry about it. You have to reel it in and just remember, keep in the back of your mind, things like this happen, and there's no way to take it back. Once it's done, it's done. So please, if you carry a gun in any capacity, concealed carry, open carry, carry for your job, you have to be really forgiving and just ease off. And, even if you think you've been wronged, just back off and let it go. It is just not worth it. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.